Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to learn how to write a LSCA program to calculate the roots of a quadratic equation. This is a common problem in math and physics, and knowing how to solve it in programming can be very useful. So let's get started. Step 1. Define the variables. The first step in our program is to define the variables that we're going to use. We need 3 variables to represent the coefficients of the quadratic equation, a, e, b, and c. We also need 4 additional variables to store the discriminant and the roots. Discriminant root tone, root 2, and imaginary part. Step 2. Get the input. The next step is to get the input from the user. We can use the scan function to read the values of A, E, and C from the keyboard. We can also use the print function to prompt the user to enter these values. Step 3. Calculate the discriminant. Once we have the input, we can calculate the discriminant of the quadratic equation using the formula discriminant DTE. For a test taker, the value of the discriminant will determine whether the roots are real or complex. Step 4. Calculate the root. If the discriminant is positive, we can calculate the 2 roots of the quadratic equation using the formula root tone. We then print these 2 roots using the print function. If the discriminant is 0, we can calculate the 1 root of the quadratic equation using the formula root tone. If it's negative, we cannot use real numbers to represent the roots, as they will be complex. Instead, we need to use the score function from the math library to calculate the square root of the discriminant and store it in the imaginary part variable. We can then calculate the real part of the roots using the formula real part. Finally, we print the 2 roots in the form real part imaginary party and real part imaginary. Step 5. Compile and run the program. Once we have written the entire program, we need to save it as a C file with AALSC extension. We can then compile the program using a C compiler. We can then run the program by typing the name of the output file in the terminal. Conclusion. And that's it. We have learned how to write AIUC program to calculate the roots of a quadratic equation. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more programming tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.